Cowboys. That's what I was trying to get him 93. If I'd have had him on Dex, I'd have scored on like 4 or 5 of those runs. It's just because he had the 95 speed safety, catching Kareem Hunt every time.
Oh, you better stop it. This nigga cutting people mid-game. That kid is crazy.
Who, J Dis?
Yeah, that bozo.
That man's funny. I got the stream
Pick.
up.
You playing right now?
Yep. Aaron Donald, Jalen Ramsey.
Here, and I'll put this game on the TV. He's gonna get there every time, especially if he's fast. So what I usually do is I just put my fastest corner regardless of his stats. In that position.
Outside of Jalen Ramsey and Aaron Donald, this team's pretty trash though, I ain't gonna lie. Cooper Kupp, you can turn him up pretty easy.
Fumble.
The weather this time of
That
year
nigga
in the
is
South.
fucking them
Perfect
up.
fall
Let's go,
football
Woodrow.
weather, and we've got the roof wide open here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in the heart of Georgia. We thought the old place was loud. Somehow this place got even louder a short time ago as the Falcons were introduced to this sellout crowd. We're set to go as the Falcons get ready to match up with the Los Angeles Rams.
Interception.
This is taken at his
doesn't
4.
understand the
They'll
concept
bring
of
it
double
back
team.
to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
Block. Ah, he got caught. Scissor broadcast is not in progress, bro.
Alright, let's see what this kid likes to run. Pistol full house.
180, 54. I'm coming.
Now the third leading rusher in the NFL last year, Todd Gurley. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Let's go.
To the crib.
Now on second down, this is Gurley. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Here I come.
From the gun, here's Gone.
Yeah.
Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the
Yeah. D-line can go to any D-line
first
position.
down as Goff finds Kupp. You know, you wonder how the Rams' game plan in Super Bowl 53 might have been different with a healthy Cooper Kupp. He was injured on November 11, torn ACL out for the year. But he was on his way to a 1,000-yard season in his second NFL campaign. Had 566 yards in 8 games before the injury. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now Goff. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And now a fumble. The ball's out, and the Falcons grab it. There he goes, right side. And this is going to be brought back. It's a scoop and score for the Falcon TD.
Scoop and score.
Point after here coming up.
Use a strip.
It's good, and that gives the Falcons a 7-0 lead. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
Seen that shit, Street?
This will be taken in at the 1.
Your broadcast is in progress, man.
And he'll be brought down at the 20.
Try again. Just my phone working.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
This shit's a blowout. I'll just pull you up on it.
They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. Nowhere to go that time. Might have got
Todd Gurley's injured.
25.
Let's go.
And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. While the training
Rams.
staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
I'm on.
Out of the gun. Gone. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. Only 3 yards on the catch.
Dislocated shoulder.
I think
Damn,
defensively,
sorry,
you're okay
Todd.
with that. Here in the first quarter, he's gonna
Clark
get some
McKinley
catches, but
popping
they
your
rally
ass.
to
I'm
him
sorry.
quickly.
And that's what you count on. And I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game
Throw that
long?
underneath shit again.
They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position
good move.
where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
A good pickup, 17 yards, and also
What up?
Rams first down.
54. Coming, baby. I'm coming, baby.
Now Goff on first down. Flushed out right, and this will be incomplete. Got out of the pocket, didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
On 2nd and 10, Goff, and that's complete to Cooks. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 33. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10, down at the 33. Here's Goff, and this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
No chance.
The 5th year back from Texas, this is Malcolm Brown. And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10.
Man, that's trash. That's
A shotgun snap for Goff. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. In that time for the sack, say hello to Chandler Jones. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you. You change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen.
Skipped
Zero
in.
accountability
Wow.
and a sack resulted.
Hit the front goalpost.
Zerline, of course, last year had likely the iconic field goal of the season, booting that 57-yarder in the Superdome to send his squad to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, you really hurt the Saints fans on that one, didn't you?
Sorry.
They didn't want to hear that at all. But this guy deserves his nicknames. Greg the Leg, Legatron, because the ball goes through the post at a heavy rate, 87% in 2018.
Oh, yeah, it's showing me the comments. You can see the comments, too?
How you ain't want to get the breaks beat off your
First carry now for Kareem Hunt, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Tight end right, tight end right. Hey, boys, you got 4 down. Hey, alert 33.
They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety? coming up and making the big-time play.
20. You gonna see me in your nightmares, son. Alert, 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 alert.
58 to Mike.
On third down, Mayfield. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. 12 yards is the pickup, good for a first down for the Falcons.
Calvin Ridley more than justified his first-round selection in 2018. 64 catches as a rookie and found the end zone 10 times. Did a nice job getting open right there and picking up a first down.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
No, he needs to become the contain for him to go through. That's the whole purpose of you putting him there.
SOS, SOS, SOS.
On first down, they go right back to Hunt. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
Play fake. Mayfield. He'll buy some time right. Gonna look deep for Wilson. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Jalen Ramsey right there in coverage to knock it away.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
Come on now.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. A carry by Henderson to start the drive, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Here's Goff. He gets it to Cooks. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Here we go. Here we go.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Here we go. Tonight.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Focus, defense, focus.
Henderson now on 1st and 10. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Watch the run. You got tight left.
Throwing on 2nd down. Goff. His throw incomplete. The safety, Buda Baker, there to force the incompletion. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
The Rams on 3rd down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. To throw is Goff. And Woods has it complete.
I can't believe they just don't tackle.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. That's a gain of 13, first down Rams.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
They go right back to the ground here, and Brown. The tackle made there by Tack McKinley.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Goff. Then he'll find his target, Woods. It's complete. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
A gain of 6 yards.
The Rams on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. From the gun on 3rd down, Goff escaping the pressure right. Oh, he's going to go for it all. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that. And they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. On 2nd down now, it's Hunt. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down at 6. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
180!
Hey. 4 down.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down.
It's a gain of 8.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Point it right.
At the 43-yard line.
Mayfield gives this one to Hunt. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature and make sure you don't get hurt.
Eluding the pressure right. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Now it's gone. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Goff. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may force them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Regular, slam. Hurry.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. The Rams calling on their nickel set here defensively for 3rd down.
Watch tight end. Key him. Key the tight end. 4 down.
To throw, Mayfield gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
Check tight. Up. Hey, 25's the mic. We're going 25's the mic. Let's get the ball.
Final play of the half, Mayfield. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Right there. Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Run. Come on here. Come get some. He don't want it. Tighten up. Hurry. Ship.
They run again with Hunt. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustment, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
The Rams go nickel here defensively on 3rd. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. That one is caught by Hunt. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Single.
Ito Smith, his first carry. The former Charger All-Pro Eric Weddle on the stop.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Check.
Yeah, what's going on, yo? Yo, I got that dude out of there.
And he'll be brought down at the
that Ravens user, I beat him.
7 yards there and a first down.
It was.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Yeah.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
I smell fear in that offense. Let's go. Fear in that offense.
10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
Hey, here we go. Watch the pass.
Hurry. Check.
They'll run on first down. Hunt. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
Yeah, baby.
Gerald McCoy is always going to be linked with Ndamukong Suh. They came into the NFL in the same draft class. There was a lot of debate about who was going to be the better defensive tackle. They just do it 2 different ways. McCoy, more movement, more elusiveness. That allowed him to make the play there for a short gain.
Hurry. I got him. That's me.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard.
I'm coming after you.
Hurry.
They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
Hurry. It's mine. 58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
What's that?
Hey, 58 is the Mike. Going 58's the Mike. He's scared.
They run for it with Hunt. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he's hauled away down to the 6-yard line. It's 1st and goal after they rip off a solid chunk of yardage in the ground game on a risky 4th down call.
20. Get that quarterback. Hurry. Get that quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that quarterback. Kings.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. give right side now to Hunt. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Kareem Hunt, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons push further out in front. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield.
Of course you did.
Very
first thing you was looking for.
Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half.
Bumping into the line.
Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Rams trailing, but they do have the football as we start the fourth and final quarter. This pass from Goff to Everett, the tight end. That's a gain of 13, first down Rams. Jared Goff, 4 times last year, he led the Rams on a fourth quarter comeback. He obviously didn't do it in Super Bowl 53, but can he do it here? Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 29-yard line. Again, Goff. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta. Now after the run by Hunt, here's first and 10.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's second down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he completes it to Hunt. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pickup there at 22. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10. A first down carry for Smith. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, second and 2.
Brought down by John Johnson. It's a gain of 8.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. On second down, it's Hunt. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to bring up a third down.
Watch the edge!
Watch it!
From the gun, Mayfield. They're able to locate Wilson. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down. On first down, Hunt. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
Falcons, first down. First and 10.
So instead of running, Mayfield's going to throw it here. Flush to his right.
Oh,
to the goal line, but it's incomplete. Jalen Ramsey right there in coverage to knock it away. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Mayfield looks to throw to the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. Coverage there by Von Bell. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
That's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70%...
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Sharon Peak, his first touchdown on the year. And the Falcons push further out in front.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that, and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team, and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
Like 20.
Right there, 56.
We don't want this.
Now a first down throw. Wrong. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. Goff. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off near the 32. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Falcons, they move back over 500 now at 4-3. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for LA, things are definitely going south quickly as they fall now to 1-6. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
hell yeah. Kendall getting that message next time. Or some shit.